Hey guys, Rickey here today to talk about today's WOD, which is the Slaughter County Crippler. Before I talk about the WOD though, I want to just revisit on how I came up with this WOD. Back before when this quarantine started, back in March, Shannon and I acquired a new squat rack. You see it right behind me here. And we just came home, usually after work we'd go do the 4 o'clock WOD and throw down with you guys. And we were really missing it at the time, and we just wanted something. We just wanted some nasty WOD to do. And the good thing about CrossFit is, a lot of the times, there's lots of WODs we can do. We revisit, and we know they're going to be horrible no matter what. Some that come to mind is Fran, Grace. We know no matter how long we've been doing CrossFit, those WODs are going to beat us down. And so one of my all-time favorites would be the Cripplers. There's a couple of them out there. There's a CrossFit Crippler, which is 30 back squats and a mile run. And then there's the San Fran Crippler, and that's 30 back squats, body weight, and you got a 1,000-meter row. So inspired by those two, we went ahead that day and we did 30 back squats and a 1,000-meter row. And we was like, that'd be good enough. So we only have one rack, so I went first. We staggered. Shannon was stretching, and I went ahead and started. I did my 30 back squats at 225. I hit the row. As I was rowing, Shannon started her 30 back squats. And I was resting, and she was rowing, and I was sitting there pacing. I mean, I felt good. I felt it was great. It was good and everything, but I kind of felt like I wasn't satisfied. I wanted a little more. And so Shannon finished her row, and I looked at the clock, and I noticed I was resting probably as long as I did the WOD. And it was I did it just under 7 minutes, I think, somewhere around there, 7, 8 minutes. And I remember looking over at Shannon at the time, and I was like, one for one rest. So you rest as long as it took you to do it, and we're starting again. I turned around and started the WOD again. And if you guys know my wife, Shannon, she gave me a couple middle fingers, killed me with the look in her face. But, at the end of the day, we did the WOD, and it was awesome. I remember that one like it was yesterday. It was a great WOD. It was one of those WODs that felt satisfied at the end of the day. So last week, one of those same situations, here we are 2 months later, missing the gym, missing our routine, want a good WOD, and the daily WOD that day was box squats. So, nothing wrong with box squats. Strength's important. We know that. But sometimes you need a damn WOD that's going to crush you. So I started thinking back, and I was like, wow, that Crippler WOD was awesome. I want to do it again. But I wasn't excited about it. And I don't like repeating things, constantly varied, right? So I wanted to spice it up a little bit. So I started thinking about how to spice this WOD up, maybe a heavier back squat. And then I started thinking about thrusters. No, heck no. And then I thought about 225 front squats. And immediately I was like, no, not gonna do that. Then I started thinking about going down to 185 front squats. That'd be better. Then right then and there, I was just like, I need to do this WOD. This needs to happen because I don't want to do it. And I want to put myself in that situation because it's gonna be nasty. And so before I know it, I wrote it down on my little chalkboard, and there you had it. We had the Slaughter County Crippler. And it seems like everyone that's done it so far liked it. Really grinder, it's a burner. It puts you in that dark place on that second round. So here it is right here. The original chalkboard I wrote it on, the Slaughter County Crippler. So 30 back squats, 225 for the men, 135 for the ladies, RX. And we're gonna finish each round with a 1,000-meter row. So note your time after you're done with that 1,000-meter row. And that's how long you get the rest. So that's what that 1-for-1 rest means. 1-to-1 ratio. So as long as it took you to work, that's as long as it's going to take you to rest. And once that rest is over, rinse, repeat. No problem, right? So let's just talk about the weight here. So this 225, I took it out of the rack. First time I did it, I took it out of the rack. But as it's written today, we're taking it from the floor. But this should be a weight. Fresh, you can't do it no more than 10 times. So when I took it out of the rack last week, I did 10 reps in a row. And then after that, it was hanging on for dear life. I barely got 5. What I want you guys to do, try to turn it into a EMOM. So I did 5 reps, and then I'll turn around and start pacing, digging down deep. And then I'll turn around and look at the clock, and on the minute, every minute, I did another 5 reps. So that may look like 3 reps for you, 5 reps, but I want you guys to choose a weight that challenges you to do 3 to 5 reps. So if you're doing 3 sets of 10 or you're going on broken with this weight, it's too light for you. So with that said, if you're also only doing 1 rep at a time, it might be a little too heavy for you. Maybe in that second round, once you reach that second round and you're on your final 5 and you're only doing 1 rep, 1 squat clean at a time, okay, we can buy that. But on the first round, if you're already down to 1 reps or you're doing sets of 10, no problem. We need to adjust that weight a little bit. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. And I've never been so happy to get on that damn rower in my life. After row for Readily, I hate the rower. Yeah, I would rather do the Echo bike any day of the week, but this rower is just pure bliss. I love it. So I want to talk about that second round a little bit. So once you get done with that first round, you know what it feels like. You probably were feeling pretty strong, but it beat you down. Those front squats will beat you down. And so just so you know, it'll beat you down so much that you're not going to want to pick up that barbell again. So that's a lot of times we go into that negative headspace. And, you know, Coach Mike talks about it a lot, reach into that cookie jar. Me and him both, we're big fans of David Goggins. And pretty much he has that cookie jar where he has all his successes, all his failures. We all have them. We channel them a certain way. But for this workout, I want you to bring that cookie jar with you today and set it to the side because you're going to need it. There's going to be times when you want to quit. You're going to think this is stupid. And what you're going to do is reach down in that cookie jar and figure it out. Challenge yourself to just keep moving forward. And today, what I want to do is share with you one of mine. Yeah. Stand by one. Here we go. So a lot of times, to realize how far we've come, we have to look at where we started. So what I'm about to show you here is me, probably at my heaviest weight, 16 years old, 0 confidence. I played football at the time, and that was pretty much my pride and joy. I could barely probably bench press 135 pounds. My mile was probably lucky to be 12, 13 minutes. But yeah, I reach back and I take a look at this guy often just to realize where I've been in my life, where I came from, and how I made it where I am today. So that was about 6 months before I decided to make fitness a priority in my life. And if you would have told that guy back in the day where I am now, I mean, Dan and Amy gave me the platform to be a coach at one of the best damn CrossFit gyms in the country, let alone the world. And I truly believe that. And so I got this platform to be able to express myself and use this as motivation. You know, every chance I get to use this guy as a motivation because, I mean, without going through that, without looking back, we truly are not able to, appreciate where we come in life. And so, like I said, with that said, I mean, that second round in a WOD is going to push you to a dark spot and reaching that cookie jar. Remember a success, remember a failure, and use it to your advantage. Look how far you've come today. And when you're coming out of that third rep, 5th rep, if we don't hear a Susan Hines battle cry coming out of the bottom of that front squat, that weight is too light for you. I mean, let's get nasty today. Let's get after it. Turn up the music. Get some. I wish this was a power hour. I wish we were 30 deep at power hour. And afterwards, we took a group photo and we all had a beer together. But for now, let's just all channel together, use each other's energy, drive each other. I can't wait to hear how you guys like the WOD. And looking forward to getting back at the gym and seeing each and every one of you. I miss you guys. Let's do work today. See you next time.